Hi, this is Doris, and in this one we're going to talk about the 2838. Um, it happens in the dojo. What you see in front of you is a common dojo. Um, I want to make a comment. Now, this approach to learning human design, um, it made me think about a few comments I want to make. One, um, I've seen the Ants movie, and I'm sure that some of you have also, where the ants were born and they were put a hat on them as soon as they were born, worker or soldier, and then they got to where they learn that job, either the worker or the soldier. Um, when you look at human design, a lot of the old way, before I started doing this, was basically putting a hat on you, manifester, generator. There's 5 hats that they put on you. Um, if I, or as at least one of my, if I was put a worker hat on, and that's a generator, that would be it for me. Work. To be told you're a generator, going to work. Well, that's depressing right there. You only go to work for 40 hours a week, let's say. But when you come home from work, do you do things to bring your chakra energy up? Do you have the energy? I know some workers who do. They follow their their paths, and they're happy. You look at them and they're 80 years old and they have as much energy as they did over a 30-year-old. You get some workers who go to work, come home, and at the age 40, they're starting to take medicine. They're starting to get sick. Their chakras are not fully energized. You know, the way I'm doing this and I'm teaching is different from the past way of learning human design. The past way was to put a helmet on you, worker or soldier. I don't believe in that. Because I also believe that when you come home, the hours that you do that bring joy to your life are from your gateways, not from your your hat that you wear. The hat that you wear will be worn, but to so if you could understand the way that I see it, I see that from watching people come home from work and see some who have energy and doing this, and I know they're following their gateways. That's what's bringing up their joy. That's what's lighting up their chakras. That's what's giving them um, long life and happiness. And the ones who are not following these paths and are not putting energy into these areas, um, you see that they have body ache. They start out with and it just goes down here from the, downhill. When you're learning how to do something, let's say, for instance, this is the dojo. Let's say it's the Karate Kid movie. The Karate Kid movie shows, it's a movie that, it's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It shows at the end a competition. It's a karate competition. And the people that are in it, the children that are in it, some of them spent years taking karate, learning the movements step by step, and that would be basically how somebody's looking at the human design from before I did this way. They're good work. They're so good. They're at the competition. So if you learn human design the old way, and you're at the competition, you wouldn't be. I'll just say that you're one of them. Now my way is more or less like the one boy who won. He didn't go 2 years of training. He didn't go through a step by step of going to karate schools, but yet he was at the competition too. So you can pick. Either way works. in my opinion, um, the way that I'm teaching is to looking at your gates. Looking at your gates is not going to tell you what job you're going to do. Well, basically, your job is based on what's available in the in your neighborhood. Because unless you're planning on moving, you're going to work at a job in your neighborhood. What I'm approaching human design is, and it's 9 to 5, and you're working, and you're coming home from work. What do you do to keep yourself alive and happy, keeping your vibration up? Do you have time to listen to vibrational tapes to raise it? Do you have time to do energy healing by making these movements and bringing energy to the right chakras? Are you into crystal healing stones? Probably the answer to all that is no, because you're working and you're coming home and you have to take care of the family. But all those years that you're doing that, and the years passed, and they pass quicker than you think, as your body and your chakras up to power, to fight off infections, pain, heal quick, keeping your pathways the way I'm teaching you, keeping who you are, the gateways that you were born with, clean and open and energized, will keep you alive longer and happier. So my approach would be more like the Karate Kid. In my opinion. So let's teach you these gateways. Let's teach you who you are, who your attitude is, the way you're going to act, the way what's going to bring you joy, the reasons why you act the way you do, the energy that comes to you, this energy and this feeling of aliveness that sometimes a 9 to 5 job won't give you. So when you do your human design chart and you look and say, well, what does this mean? I'm this and I'm this and I'm that. There's 5 different hats that you can wear. You're going to wear a hat in the end, but you're going to come home from your job, and I want you to be what you're designed to be. Every chart I do in human design, I'm going to talk about the gates. That's what this is. This is another one. Its app is in the dojo. It's called the 2838, and it's the Karate Kid. I have it as the Karate Kid and his nunchucks. The 38 I call the Karate Kid. The 28 I call the nunchucks. Alright. This gate. The need to fight for something. When you have this gate open, if it's red or black, even if your gate's not open, and you're around somebody who has a red or a black gate, you're going to feel the need to fight for something. Now, see, one thing about human design is, well, I don't have that gate. My gate's clean. It's clear. It means it's not lit up in black and it's not lit up in red. But if you don't think that you're going to feel the power when you're next to somebody who has this gate lit up, if it's lit up in red, they don't even know. Let's just say they don't know that they even have that gate open up. If it's lit up in black, they know it. And when you're around them, you're going to feel like you need to fight for something. If that's typically not the way you act, most likely your gate is not open. If your gate is white and you're around somebody who has a black gate of a 3828, the line there, you're going to feel the need to fight for something, because this is a strong power coming off of them. The 38, that's the Karate Kid. They will find their own new way of doing things. And if you were, I just mentioned the Karate Kid movie. He did not go through years of training in a dojo. He was taught by one one man on the side, an old man, who taught him the movements in a short time and made him great, made him win the karate match. That is the Karate Kid. If you have the 38 your gait, you got that. Um, the 28. Now the 28 I assigned to the nunchucks. They struggle for the meaning of life. All right, now when there's also the 28, you do have a fear of death on you all the time. Um, if you have a 28 or know somebody has a 28, they will have the fear of death card on them. That's just the way the human design set up. Um, Sound is very important to them. You can ask them questions like, "Are you scared?" Now this is like when they're children, and you look at their chart and you say, "Oh, they have a 28. That they have a fear of death on them. Maybe they don't even know what it is." Um, Ask them. Say, "Okay, do you hear anything?" And they listen. No. Teach them. Teach them that step. Teach them to listen. When it's something that is a fear, they'll hear it. It. Let's just say that um, the books that are behind this are right. They said they will hear things. If you're with somebody and they have a 28 on their chart and you're saying, "Okay, which way should we go? Listen, listen down that road. What do you hear? Listen down that road. What do you hear? Which one sounds less scarier to you? Not to me, to you. That way sounds less scarier. Good, we'll go that way." Because um, they have this gift in your life. Use it. If you have a 28, ask them these simple questions. They might guide you to the right answers, to a safer way. Um, it might not make all sense right now, with all this pouring at you now. Um, but the more you're with a 28 and you're with a 38, and you listen to these words, it might come to you. Um, the questions of asking them which way if they feel is safer, which one sounds safer. Um, well, that happens in the dojo, and that's the little dojo in front of you. Thank you.